my name is Scarlett Morales, and today in our program we have some very special guests who are going to talk to us about labor exploitation and the replacement of human personnel by machines in one of the top and the most important companies nowadays. Well, the first guest we have is Fabian Ale. He is the head of a well-known company. Recently, he decided to change the people who work for machines in order to reduce costs in his company and improve in other aspects such as the quality and the process.
I am pleased to read you. Yes, that's right. I prefer to have machines that work faster for me and at the same time reduce costs in my company. In addition to the fact that the production of my material is of higher quality if the work is carried out by more machinery.
Come on, in a moment we will be able to discuss this, but to show the contrast, we have another guest. His name is Li Wan, who was fired from the company where he was employed. He is going to tell us his testimony.
That's true. I was fired from this company by the China branch. Later, I'll tell you how was it and what excuses I was given.
Now, finally, we have Charlotte. She is a human resource analyst and she is going to tell us from her professional point of view how these issues have developed and the consequences it has for the labor sector.
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, I am the analyst, and today I'm going to talk about the effects on this replacement that if we think like it is nowadays more common than it was before, because technology is getting a real evolution and a big advantage nowadays in our life.
So now to start, we are going to listen to Fabian. So please tell us the main reason why you decide to do this.
The thing is as simple as that, Mrs. Scarlett. Being a businessman with the largest technology company in the world, I have seen that apart from improving my finances, that is, reducing expenses, the quality of my products and I don't have to worry about the maintenance of the employees. That is, if they have an accident at work or if they miss work, my company will not be affected.
Well, Liwan, what do you think about this?
This job is all I have. As a child, I was told more than once. I have to work for myself from a really young age. I have not even gone to school, and my incomes come only and exclusively from a work. At least until they fire me. I'm for a machine, and I'm not the only one.
Regarding to that, there are some figures that indicate that there are approximately 938 million people who are right age to work. It means that they are in the age that they have the abilities to work. With this, the activity rate will rise to 81.5%. With this, it can be said that in this case, if you, Mr. Fabian, unemployed to 2,500 workers, this rate will be really reduced. And besides that, you are going to affect a lot of your employees because maybe some of them doesn't have a other place to work.
Well, I have to say that these are two shocking figures.
What are you saying is correct. However, taking into account what I have previously mentioned about the benefits that my company has, and being aware that my company, being the most important technology enterprise around the world, the impact that the unemployment rate it causes is not that bad, because it is necessary to understand the advantage that my company provides in terms of economics to the world. Its winning locally represents most of the percentage of the gross domestic product of many countries. You should take that into account before judging me.
Well, both points are very valid and respectable, but at the moment, due to the situation in the world, Li Wan is right. Since despite the fact that at the moment what is predominating in the world is globalization, and it should focus on people, safe work situations and their working conditions and level the power in more than one person.
Yes, talking about this, recently in China, recently I listened that in China there was a robot called, if I'm not mistaken, Kui Xiaopan, and he was employed. And like basically, he is a robot that was programmed to make collections. To make collections, I mean, to call people and ask them for the money. uh, it works like 24 hours without receiving a salary, which is like some advantages that some owners of companies are taking. But apart from all this robot made the effectiveness in the success of the collection out of 94.7%. I mean, this robot made that like when he was calling to make the collections, the people give the money effectively, and the rate of that increased to 94.7%, which is a lot. So this makes that, I mean, it makes me think that this could actually be a very good option. But however, it is something that for me it doesn't have sense, because many people are being unemployed and they don't have anything to work, and they don't have something in which they could like can receive a salary. And that is something that makes me think like, hey, what's going to happen in the future with the human race?
Not only that, if I'm not wrong, that robot was named Employee of the Month, which makes me think that we as humans are losing empathy among ourselves because, for example, in this case, Mr. Fabian, who has his company and his economic needs. How about us, the players? What should we live from?
Well, if this is true among ourselves, we are living empty. As side note, globalization is causing these new ideas to be implemented in other countries such as United States, Israel, the UK, basically world powers mainly, who seek to get richer and richer every day, taking advantage of us, the workers, the people. We are together and we are not gonna let this keep happening no more.
I do understand what you are saying. However, I think it's not necessary to exaggerate that much because the development of industries is needed to keep improving in economic aspects, as these are going to increment the productivity of a company or a branch of companies belonging to a specific industry. I know that you, as an employee of my company, could feel bad or angry. And I know that you, as an human resource manager, feel empathy with the situation of Lee. Due to this, I have already taken a decision, and I would like to compensate Lee by giving him an extra bonus for the work he couldn't finish. And this money will guarantee him to live without working for the rest of his life. What do you both guys think? I think it is a great idea.
What I see is that you focus only on your economical development. Even when you are getting richer, people like me, who work hard all time non-stop, don't. This is actually pretty unfair to me. And how about you?
I would say that the solution is not enough, but it's your decision if you accept it or not. Well, on the other hand, I would like to say that technology is taking advantage of us, which means that we humans need to take care of how we're using it and how we are going to make sure that we can control technology, but that in the future, technology doesn't control us. I would say that we have to think clearly about what we are doing with technology, and how is this going to affect the world, because thanks to the globalization, these new ideas and these new like items or objects or even robots are going to be spread of around all the world, which help us that this kind of technology, it's going to be sooner or late more closer we think to us. So that's everything I have to say, and thank you so much for this invitation, and I hope to be here in another chapter talking about new things. Thank you so much.
Well, this was a very nice topic to talk about, but unfortunately, our time is not enough. I just want to say thanks to all of you guys because you take the time to come here and to discuss about this very interesting topic, and all of you were so respectful with your point of view. So, thank you so much and goodbye.
It was a pleasure to talk with you both guys. Thank you, Miss Charlotte and Mr. Lee.
The principal information from this podcast was taken from Magazine Semana, Radio Perfil, Shataka, Secretaría de Acción Sindical Internacional, and from the magazine and el newspaper Portafolio.